2025 NHL Draft Lottery has occurred, and this year the lottery balls were not in the Blackhawks' favor. For 2 years in a row, the Hawks were able to move up into first overall in the draft to land Connor Bedard. Last year, they were able to stay at number 2 in the draft, but this year we fall from number 2 to number 3 in the 2025 NHL draft. The new lottery system has happened. The NHL went to what the NHL usually does an hour before the actual showing of the flipping of the cards with the logos on it. Went ahead and did the lottery balls live on TV. And, well, we saw it happen. And the New York Islanders move up from number 10 overall to the first overall selection in the 2025 NHL draft. And for the second pick that was drawn, from moving up from number 14 overall to number 4 overall, the Utah no-name hockey club Mammoth. Yes, I'm saying the Mammoth now because they basically leaked it on their YouTube channel a few days ago. So this is how the order goes for first through 4 in the 2025 NHL draft. At first overall, the New York Islanders gets the first overall selection. The second overall selection belongs to the San Jose Sharks. And then the third overall selection belongs to your Chicago Blackhawks. And at fourth overall, the Utah Hockey Club. Let's make it the top 5 picks. Then Nashville ships down from third to 5th in this year's draft and ends up now having the 5th overall selection. So the movement happened in this year's draft lottery because we haven't really seen much movement in the recent years until this year's lottery. And, well, the system was not in the Hawks' favor this year. It was an interesting way the NHL did the lottery. I do like the anticipation of seeing the logos get picked because I basically would say, don't show such and such team or until it gets up towards the Hawks area. And if it was like, if we were able to move up, that's when I would be like, show such and such team. If the Hawks could get a move up. But that's not happening anymore. The NHL is now showing the lottery balls get drawn. This year's draft is not as deep as the last 2 drafts. It's more of a scattered draft. You're going to see players get picked at different positions and where they're ranked. Potential first overall pick, Matthew Schaefer, a defenseman from the Erie Otters. Frankly, he was a player I was not wanting the Blackhawks to take at all in this year's draft, granted, because we have a good defense core built. Player who I was hoping the Hawks could land is Michael Misa, and he's projected at number 2. And with the Saginaw Spirit, he had one hell of a season. But the Hawks moved down to 3rd overall, and San Jose has an opportunity to take Misa if it goes like the top 3 prospects in the NHL draft standings. So the Hawks could end up with that 3rd overall pick. They can determine how the draft goes again. So they could end up with a player. If Misa is there, they're taking Michael Misa. If he's not, I think the best player to go for is Porter Martone. So I'm going to give more draft rankings on who the Hawks should take at the 3rd overall selection over the course of the next month. Different player profiles to talk about who should the Hawks take at number 3 overall? Historically, the Hawks have had the number 3 pick a few times. Notable players at number 3 for the Blackhawks. Number 18, Dennis Savard. Number 16, Eddie Olczyk. Number 19, Jonathan Toews. And then we had a couple players that were whips at number 3 overall, such as Kirby Dach and Cam Barker. So the number 3 overall pick, the Hawks have done well at in past drafts, with the fact they were able to get like the best captain in team history, one of the best skilled players in team history in Dennis Savard, and a true hockey voice of the league and ambassador of the game in Eddie Olczyk. So this number 3 overall pick, I'm not angry that we moved down. Would I be happy if we moved up or stayed at number 2? Yes, I would have been extremely happy. But it didn't happen this year. The Hawks moved down to number 3 in the 2025 NHL draft. So down in the comments down below, I want to hear what your thoughts are on how the draft lottery process went. And thank you for watching the broadcast. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And most of all, let's go Hawks!